Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more WarFrame action, and today we're going to be looking at the Sigma and Octanus. This is the second of the swords and shields that exist in the game, and I'm just really liking the way that swords and shields are at the moment because of the updated mechanics. So let's have a look at how this particular weapon fares against these level 100 corrupted heavy gunners. Now I'm kind of... Is there anyone left, or have I actually flung them all off the map? I appear to have flung them all off the map. Yep, that's everyone. Alrighty, cool, no worries. So let's have a look at the build that we are using for the Sigma and Octanus. This is a 3-former build, ladies and gentlemen, so it's not a basic build. Alright, it's not a budget build. You do need to put in some time and the investment in order to make this weapon work. Now, prime pressure point, as always, no need to explain, let's move on. Now this weapon has 28% critical chance, which is actually a really decent amount of critical chance for a melee weapon, which is why we are using Blood Rush, and Blood Rush means more crits all the time. Now we're also going to be using Weeping Wounds for that extra status chance, and I'm also adding radiation damage to this particular weapon because radiation damage always gives me that extra bit of breathing room so that I can run around, maybe block a few different stray shots, and then go in for the kill. So that's kind of one way you can play with this build. Obviously, using these two mods that require a combo multiplier means that we're going to be using Drifting Contact for extra combo duration. Fantastic. And with the 4 status blocks that we're getting out of this weapon, more or less, we're going to be using Condition Overload and Healing Return. So fantastic, lots of healing, lots of extra damage, good to go. Now, there's 2 things about this weapon that we need to keep ourselves aware of, and the first thing is the special attack. So the special attack looks a little bit like this. Let's bring out a Corpus Tech. So there we go, that's the first time. And I've killed him. Now you may have noticed, wow, that finisher attack didn't do a lot of damage, and that's true. But here's the thing, and I can't really demonstrate it now, but when you have a 3 times combo multiplier with this build, you can one-shot a level 100 corrupted heavy gunner with a special attack. The special attack is done by jumping up and then throwing the shield, and then when the shield hits someone, it opens them up for a finisher. That's how I was able to just do that finisher without, some means. There we go. Staggers them, opens them up to a finishing attack. Once again. And again. And with Condition Overload, I'm now doing even more damage. And that should kill him. There we go. Sweet. Awesome. Bye, I guess. Okay, so that's that. Now, the bad thing about this particular special attack is that you can't actually do a ground slam with this weapon. It's really hard to do a directed ground slam. You can do a directly down ground slam, but if you were to look that way, for example, you would actually throw the shield instead of doing a directed ground slam. Directed ground slams was one of the things that was brought in with the new mechanics, and I really like those directed ground slams, so I'm really disappointed that this weapon doesn't have access to those directed ground slams because of its special attack. I would actually rather do a directed ground slam when I'm looking down, but I suppose if I'm looking straight, I'm perfectly fine with throwing the shield. Now granted, I guess there is some argument to be made that if you're jumping and you're trying to hit something, let's say you're trying to hit this thing right here, if you were to jump up and then you try to hit it, you'd probably be looking down and then you do a directed ground slam. I don't know, something needs to be done by DE to make sure that directed ground slams are things that you can do with this weapon. Now you may have noticed on the UI that there is a little thing with the little thing that pops up, another counter. I've already got that counter up already because it goes up to ×4. That is an extra and by extra we do mean very extra, stat and crit counter, stat and crit chance bonus from blocking. So you do get some extra status chance and critical chance from blocking with this weapon, which you then apply to your next attack. It's not really all too useful per se. It's not something that I would actively seek to use, but it is a really nice passive thing that you can get just by blocking with your shield. So, you know, you don't really have to keep it in the back of your mind. Just know that that is what that particular icon means. And in particular with this weapon, is a lot better on this weapon than say Silver and Aegis, because the Silver and Aegis only has 15% critical chance, as opposed to this weapon, that being the Sigma and Octanus, it has 28% critical chance. So having that extra, it's actually 60% critical chance when you have 4 stacks, brings it up to 88.5% critical chance. Really good. Sorry, 88% critical chance. It's really good. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed this. That should cover everything. Oh, except how you get this bloody weapon, which is through login rewards. So I'm not 100% sure how the new login system works, if you have to pick either Zenith, Azuma, or Zenistar before you can choose the Sigma and Octanus, or if you have to wait until you get all 3 before you get the Sigma and Octanus. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know. But otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about this weapon in the comments below. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye!